I'm live. Okay, there we go. So I'm live in two places at one time. I am live in my team group. So hi, Team Wise. And I'm also live on YouTube. So I have been doing these get ready with me chats with my Team Wise every morning for a while now. They usually happen around 11 a.m. in the mornings because that's just kind of when I get myself together and get up and start. I'm ready. Like I've been showered for a while, but I'm finally putting my face on now. So I thought I would go ahead and do them publicly on YouTube. And so I can see my Team Wise comments. Hi guys. Hi Chelsea. Hi Sue. And then I'll be able to see I'll be able to see all of those who pop on YouTube Live. So if we haven't met, I'm Erica, champion wise. I'm an elite independent consultant with paparazzi. And I love chatting about real life stuff for just a few minutes, 5-10 minutes while I get myself ready in the mornings. So today I want to talk about mindset reset. Mindset reset. And that's a flippant term. A lot of people use it flippantly, and I don't want to use it so. I want to talk to us about how every day we have to reset our minds and how honestly, especially through this coronavirus, COVID-19, and all of this stuff, how it's even more crucial than it was ever before. So everything starts with our mindset. It starts with our perception of what is happening to us and knowing that nothing happens to us and everything happens for us. And unfortunately, right now, life is weird and things are different and things are tough and nothing is normal. Normal is kind of out the window, completely out the window right now. And so we have to be aware of that and deal with it. And that requires a mindset reset. And so, what was normal 3 weeks ago is no longer normal. Normal now is staying indoors. Normal now is quarantining yourself and your family for the sake of others. Normal now is not what normal was before. Excuse me. And if we hold on to the old normal and we don't reset our minds and we don't say that what is happening now is okay, if we hold on to what was, we are going to stay miserable. So I want you to think about some of the people that you know who are just absolutely, utterly, and completely miserable out there through our quarantine and through whatever's happening. And some people are just so miserable. I want you to think about them. They're fighting to hold on to what was. They're not allowing what is. They're not letting what is happening right now just be happening. They're trying so hard to be where they were before, and it's just miserable. And I can say this because I was doing it for a little while. This is not normal. This is not my everyday life. This is not what I was used to. And there was a few days there, actually it was this weekend, where I was kind of fighting it, where I was like, darn it, I'm ready for this to be over. I'm done. I work from home, y'all. I don't leave my house for a week at a time normally. But here I am over here. Hey, Sheena, good morning. Here I am over here, like fighting to leave my house. And I had to like have a chat with myself. And I'm like, girl, stop that. You don't leave your house 6 out of 7 days a week. You don't even like that's it. You need to like sit your butt at home and you need to chill and you need to reset your mind. And so I want to talk to you this morning about resetting your mind. Are things different? Absolutely, 100%. Some are like 180 degrees of different, but different doesn't mean bad. Different doesn't mean life sucks. Different doesn't mean the world is ending, the sky is falling, Chicken Little style, right? Different is just different. And if we will fix our minds, if we will reset our own minds and be like, look, this is not the most awesome thing that I've ever done, but it's also not the worst thing we've ever done. and we will control our minds and we will manage our own minds, it will make this adventure that we're on a little different. And that leads me to my second thing. The words we say matter more now than they ever had. Did you notice that I called this an adventure? I'm not gonna use language like this is a sucky time or this is terrible or I'm trapped inside. I'm not allowing myself to use language like that. Instead, I'm choosing my words very carefully. I'm calling it an adventure. I'm calling it a quarantinecation. And some people are like, well, that's flippant and that's not saying how deep and how real and how true that's scary. How no, that's not at all what I'm doing here. I'm not being flippant. I'm being smart. And intelligence is highly prized, right? Intelligence is what we're going for here. I'm being smart with what I say and how I say it because the words that I say affect my mindset. What I say every day and what I say about this adventure that we're on here affects how I perceive this adventure that we're on here. And it affects yours too. It's going to continue to affect yours as well. And what you say about it matters more than anything. How you perceive yourself going through this matters more than anything. And one of the worst ones I've heard is the newly homeschooling parent and being honestly, downright cruel. I'm gonna just say it. I'm just gonna say it. Y'all know I'm real. I'm just gonna say it. Being downright cruel about the fact that your children are at home. I really want you to think about how that makes your children feel. I really want you to think about how your words are affecting your children. You're forced to homeschool. You have to homeschool. The things that you say about your children are their inner voice, and what you're saying about them is cruel and unkind, and those words, they matter. You are teaching them how to deal with a crisis. I hope to God they never have to deal with another crisis like this, but what you're saying to your own children, that's cruel and unkind. Of course, it's going to be different homeschooling. None of you are prepared to homeschool. Those of us who are educators, we're highly taught. We were taught how to go to school, right? We were taught how to hold classes. We were taught classroom management. I know you're unprepared, and there's literally nothing outside of school that could ever prepare you to manage this. But what you say about it matters. And what you portray on your children matters so very much. And this is what I'm talking about with a mindset reset. Not only, mom, are you responsible for your own mindset, you've got the mindset of children to be responsible for. If you have those kids at home now, they're going to think that they are awful and useless and that this is the worst thing ever. If you think that this is the worst thing ever, people are watching you, and leaders of any shape or size in any industry, in any organization, your team is looking to you right now in an even bigger way than they ever have before. And I know my team watches me, and I'm very cognizant of that fact, and I'm very aware of how I manage this is setting the example for them. And so if I can't renew my own mind for myself, I do it for them. I do it for the people who are watching me. I manage my emotions for those who are learning from me and who are catching what I'm doing, right? More is caught than is taught. Ever. Ever. More is caught than is taught. I can't teach someone how to manage their mind, but I can model the behavior. I can show them. I can be the example. That's the difference, right? And so this mindset renewal is bigger than you. It's more than you, especially if you have children at home. Especially if you have children at home. This one is so much bigger than just you. People are watching you. People are watching you. If you lead in any capacity, people are watching you. And that's not to make you fearful. No, that's to give you. So here's how I use it, because I know I have a very large organization. I use the fact that people are watching me and people are learning from me and people are emulating what I do. I use that as fuel because I have rough days. Yesterday was a bad day. I have bad days. And I know that if I can't do it for myself, because some days, we can't do it for ourselves, right? We cannot do this thing for ourselves. Some days we need outside influences. And those days, I remind myself of who's watching me. I remind myself that I have a team of men and women who I love and adore, and I want to set the right example for. And that pushes me, that helps me, that encourages me to go to the next mile because I know that if I can't do it for me, I can do it for them. And so I want to tell you, Mom, if you can't reset your mind for you, reset your mind for the sweet little people that you have been gifted, that are your progeny, the ones that you have been given the opportunity to mold along the way. If you can't reset your mind for them, what if you reset your mind for yourself? What if you reset your mind for them? It's a different concept. I know. I know it is. It's a very different concept, but it works. And so sometimes resetting your mind just needs to happen every so often. Sometimes you're rolling, sometimes you don't have a problem, sometimes you're just getting on and it's no big deal. But sometimes resetting your mind has to happen every minute. Sometimes resetting your mind has to happen all the time, especially in times like these where we have to just keep trying. Sometimes the first time you try, you're going to fail. Sometimes the first time you say you're going to pull this new attitude and you're going to be grateful for all that you have and not worry about what you don't, sometimes you're going to fall on your face. That's okay. You're still human. Get back up and try again. There's nothing wrong with failing. The only thing wrong is if you stay there. So just don't stay there. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stay there. And so check your mindset, especially on Mindset Monday. It's a good time to reset. It's a good time to just let go of all the old and start with the new and pick a new attitude today and come at it that nothing happens to me, everything happens for me. You know, all good things come together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things come together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And so, what if this is purposeful for you? What if this has a purpose in your life, no matter what it is, whether it's Corona, whether it's a new homeschooling challenge, or whether it is your job, your hours have been cut, or whether it's that you're now a critical personnel, whatever it is, what if it is for you? And what if it is going to be good for you if you wrap your brain around it? It's a new way to think. I know that, but you can absolutely do this. You can do this. So I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Hope you have an amazing week. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay indoors if you can. If you have to go to work, be so careful. And I'll see you later.